Hello everyone, it's Ratziie here. Today we're doing an updated world tour. We haven't done one of these since I think it was March last year, which is a while ago. So a lot of stuff has changed. There are still lots of things being planned and built, but we haven't really... Everything's changed. Loads of things have changed. So let us start. I'm going to put my armor back on because I know that if I fly into a tree, I will probably die. So this is the map. The map has probably changed a fair amount. Firstly, the little fairy village we were working on is not so little anymore, and I haven't even updated it. So there's a little patch that is empty on the left hand side of the big pond in the middle that is actually filled in. The bottom layer is actually all done, so you know. The Keller Kingdom at the top, which you will see shortly, the train station to get there. So I think what I might do is, for the sake of making this more enjoyable, I'm gonna fly and use the trains. I think the minecart system that I've put together is amazing, and I haven't used it since I got my elytra, so I do want to use that. Not much has changed around the grove, but I will show you because some things have been updated. So starting off here in this wing of the castle, this is new. This is where my axolotl habitat used to be, like right here, but we turned it into this big room, which you can actually enter through the little trapdoor here. We won't show you that yet because I have to show you my amazing netherwort farm. Wow, aren't you guys blown away? So this is the this is the axolotl hideout. Ooh. And this is literally just exactly what it says on the tin. I made this for them. They like to kill the fish, or the fish like to die. I'm not really sure. But they have got air because apparently they do actually need that to survive. I found that out the hard way. Yet to find the rarest axolotl colour though, which is a shame, but one day. This is also where my parrots stay, and this awkward crafting table that I didn't even realise was in here until now. So this is Owen's wing of the castle. Owen visited when this was the realm, and he built those. So he's got two little floor-to-ceiling fish tanks that are very, very bland, and also I think one of the fish in there has died because there was meant to be two in each. Yikes. Firstly, we've got his kitchen. I actually built this for him, and also if you're wondering why there's like gaps in walls where paintings look like they should be, there was paintings here, but when you update and backdate the game, I think it was between 1.20, 1.4 and 1.20 1.5, I think, or 1.21.1 and 1.21.4. Backdating and updating between those versions was a bit dodgy, and it removed all writing off signs, leads, armor from horses, saddles from horses, stuff like that. Entities, I think. These paintings are here because I managed to put them back. This is the build ideas list. As you can see. Brilliant. We have his bedroom. So we've got his actual bedroom. I'm not sure why there's torches around. I think it's just to stop mob spawning. A lot of the paintings did survive, but some of them didn't, and I'm not sure why. So if some of the paintings have been replaced, some haven't. Chains above the bed, I'll let you work out what those are for. And also the massive ensuite shower, which I called it a drown, actually. So that's his bedroom and ensuite. And then we have over here the at-home cinema. And I said you should make the screen green so that we can actually put something on the screen one day. We haven't done that yet, and it probably won't happen ever for a long time. Also, those trapdoors don't do anything. So if we continue through the castle this way, we've got this original tower room. This actually I don't think has changed. Maybe I put the skulls down. Other than that, nothing's changed. The same little hideaway for random rubbish as forever, as it's always been. The original storage room, this hasn't changed, but I think that painting has. We've got the hallways. We've got our little room that is currently smelting lots and lots of bricks. Those chests at the top were basically full. They were all half full because I ran out of bricks. The enchanting room, of course. And we've got the dogs. All the names have gone off the sign, so I don't know what any of them are called. All the name tags disappeared too. And this is the storage room. This has been upgraded from the original one, which, as you all know, was just one story. I can't believe that I had a storage room that was that small. But this storage room has so much space. for so many more blocks and things that I actually don't know what to do with all the space, but I'm glad that I've got it. You know, it's nice to have everything separated. Everything is so nicely organized here as well, or mostly. There are still some things, like for example, in here, this is meant to be iron bars, and then I put chains in here. But I think that I'll probably change those as well at some point anyway to all be separate. We got like dies, although most of the dies actually end up in their color coordinated chests. So if I actually... oh, I've got the rockets on me. I'm just gonna get some extras. If we head down here... so it's awkwardly organized, I'd say. We've got all wood types, all stone types, so like for building texturing. And then we've got all like terraforming, so we've got mud, rooted dirt, stuff like that, that is very much like terraforming the land, which I like. And then we've got all the wool colors. So in the wool chest also goes like colored glass, banners, carpet, and like beds and furniture of that color. Whereas in these colored chests, this is just concrete and terracotta variants, because then it means that it's not going to be too crowded in those, but it also matches up nicely and means that if I'm just looking for that block, I know where to go, which is probably too organized, but it doesn't really matter. All the ores and things are still the same. Random little things. Oh, I should have put my stuff in there. Music discs. I do want to try and collect all the music discs. I have just put my sword in there. I'll have that back. All the nether blocks, most commonly used blocks. I mean, I don't use purple, but I just thought, why not? And then all the different foods, cooked meats. We got like potatoes, of course. The cooked meats, cooked fish, cookies, apples, all that sort of stuff, and all the mob loot. They haven't really changed very much. And also the copper golem. He's a bit rubbish though. So now that it's night time, we may as well head upstairs. Not much has changed upstairs. I've tried to keep everything quite like plain, quite simple. So I will show you this first. This is the original bedroom that in the video, the first video I stayed in. The custom paintings are gone, unfortunately. They got updated out of this version. This is Jack's room. So Jack also was on the realm, and this is his room. It's got his double beds, and it's got his dog Fiero, who you can't tell, but he has got a name tag. If we head this way, we've still got our little nether portal room, the same as, and also the same bedroom. But I actually have a different bedroom, and you're about to see that. So this is I think this is the same as it was all those days, months ago. And then this is my bedroom with my little to-do list. Build a cow pen, but I actually removed that cow pen recently. My dog and some skulls, and also my chest of rubbish. Time to sleep. So that is the castle. The castle hasn't changed too much, but it has changed like quite a bit as well. So I think we haven't got a what is it? We haven't got a minecart on us, so we're gonna quickly fly and get a minecart. Okay, so if we come out of the castle, we have my donkey. I literally moved him here, like, earlier today. So we've got the entrance to the castle, which is now actually something exciting. Not really, but I've changed it from just the logs that it was, and made this cute little archway thing. I'm not sure. We've also got a new staircase, so it was all stone and spruce wood, but now it's sort of natural. And I prefer this a lot more. I haven't really finished all the terraforming around here yet, but I will do one day. So here we've got another dog, and we've also got a well. And all of the base of the castle has now been terraformed too, because it was getting a little bit boring, and I didn't love that. So if we follow this path along, it's all terraformed all the way along, just because I think it just looks so much nicer. It was so flat and plain. Like, looking back in that video, one, I'm really glad I made that video, but I'm also so sad that, that I let it go for that long. So that's not great. If we go over here, so this is the original sugarcane farm cave, but it has changed. The sugarcane farm part hasn't, but originally it was a big open cave at the end. But now it's a big automatic wool farm, which is far less sad. I don't really build out of wool, but it is nice to have. And it is nice to also have it in every colour. So that's why I do that. We are going to fly out of this little crevice that I found the other day. And we are going to start right around here. So this is the harbour front that I built a while ago. I think this did exist in the first video that I made, the first tour, but it obviously didn't look like this. There was a lot less. We've got just random miscellaneous houses. There's nothing in any of them. They are purely just decorational. This one's not finished yet, but you guys didn't see that. This one's finally finished. This one wasn't the first time I recorded. Yep, that one's a bit boring. Up here, we've actually got the stables now. The reason the donkey's flittering around is because I haven't built his one yet. But we've got Samuel the mule, we've got Morris the camel, and we've got Llama Del Rey plus random horse, which is super fun. There's nothing else up here. If we just glide down here, we've got the same original little houses that were here when we first made this. And we've also sort of decorated around here by just putting trees and things. There's nothing really new around this part of the world, but I will fly over quickly to show you the new animal pens. So the animals got an upgrade. Obviously I kept the original buildings because I did like what I'd built, but I didn't like the walls. So I've put these walls in around and now they look a lot nicer. They just feel a lot more like cozy, even though they're more spacious. I'm just really happy with how I've done it because like they had no space to roam around. It was awful. So now they've got all this space and all the chickens in the water, which obviously I know they're not really like meant to be in the water, but they're ducks in my mind. And like the pigs actually have like places to walk, and the cows, you know, they've got their muddy little seafront. I think that I put the most effort in with the cows because it was the first I'd done. I didn't do anything to the sheep pen, unfortunately, but that's okay. Other than that, so the starter house is still the same. The XP farm in the cave is still the same. The nether cave is still the same. All of the stuff here is the same besides these animal farms. The next sort of decoration thing was over here, which is my little tiny graveyard. Down there is a skeleton spawner farm. It's not very exciting at all. So this is where we've got all of our dead people. We've got Maro. I don't know why she's here, but she is. And then we've got Gucci the rat, Pickle the rat, and Isla the dog, who was my childhood dog. She passed away earlier this year, which is very sad. So I added her in here next to my two beautiful rat bags that are no longer with us. And if I fly over to the train station, which you can get to here, I want to decorate this more because it feels a little bit bland. Hopefully this isn't too loud. So this is our train station, obviously. I didn't use this in the original video, but I think that using it now is like a good idea because then you can sort of get a feel for how I travelled around this world. Plus everything that's here you've already seen. So you've all already seen the witch's hut tower thing that I made on the hill. I don't know why this feels like it's lagging, but it's struggling, which is not great. So this is this goes through the Cave of Wonders. The Cave of Wonders is not really a Cave of Wonders. I decorated it though. So that's what that awful tunnel is. That got blown up. I don't know why I replaced it with that though. So here we are approaching the train station here. So I built this yesterday, which is so fun. So it now goes off in that direction, and it goes back that way, and then it goes to the Dark Oak Village. So we are gonna quickly... Where am I going from here? Oh, I didn't show the cave. So the cave is new-ish, but that's this, and it's just like a bit of fun. It's supposed to be my own take on like a lush cave, plus soul lanterns, crystals, and I actually think it's so cute. And also there is a minecart that will send you off into the abyss, so be warned that you might be sent off into the abyss, and I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming it's an enderman. But yes, that's what that is for. So, if we go back over the cliff, I'm guessing we're going to take the train over to this side, which goes to the Keller Kingdom. This is the newest addition to the world, so this is like huge. There's going to be a pond in there as well, I'm hoping. And there's also a little mini castle up on the hill that's just purely decorative. There's lots of castles. Obviously everyone knows that I love a castle, but there are lots of castles. This is the bunny garden. I will come back round to that to show you. But we are approaching the one and only Keller Kingdom. This is like the first time I've properly ridden this train track system. Like fully. And I will bring that. No, I want that. So we haven't decorated in here yet, but I did have a bee farm, which is why there's lots of things. So I will be bringing that back soon. So this is the entrance to the Keller Kingdom. The Keller Kingdom is not complete. Mostly, but not all. So we have to finish the entrance stables, and there's going to be market stalls around, so it's like travelling merchants would come and set up shop, and they'd let their horses roam in the stables, and you could sell goods and wares on your way into Keller Kingdom. So you come up this long staircase, and this is the first time I've seen this properly with nice shaders on as well, because I've worked on it on stream a lot. So we've got all these little tiny overgrown houses. I want to build more of these if I can and cram loads in. These are going to be townhouses, and they're going to be built more into the caves, into the cliffs, sorry. So these little townhouses, none of them are furnished, but I'll probably put like a bed in them or something at some point. If we travel this way and go down this lovely brick road, this is what all the bricks were for. I had none, and then like I used all of the ones I had up, and it was like, great, I need more. So we've got little houses. None of them are decorated, but a lot of them have these cute little upstairs gardens, which I just think are so fun and so cute. And in the distance is Josh's tree house. Not your average tree house, but a tree house nonetheless. A literal house that was made out of a tree. If we run down here and over these lovely little brick bridges, this is the other house we were working on. The underground bit hasn't been done, but there will be like a basement apartment. But I do want to decorate all of these at some point. I'm not sure when, but it's got some lovely dormer windows and a big garden space. It's sort of big, a big-ish garden space where you can see the castle in the distance and the gatehouse, the train station, Josh's treehouse, and even a bit of the jungle. So it's really nice. I really like these little houses, and I wish I'd like built something like this as a starter house, because I feel like that's really fun. So if we head down here, this is going to be the next sort of apartment bit. It's not done. Obviously we've got the rivers and all these little bridges that were actually quite a pain to complete, because this one especially, because it's curved at an angle. Not things that Minecraft's good with. So then we've got another little house. We've got the underground library, which is a little bit basic, but cute nonetheless. We've got another little tiny house. Oh, we've also got this huge house, which I really need to decorate as well. This one's going to be like an inn, I think. And I'm hoping I still have a bed in the village, because it's getting dark. I think I might just take a little shortcut, because I've been working here the whole time. So let's head in here. So this is the Keller Kingdom. It is inspired by the one and only Keller. Keller's amazing, and I just love the aesthetic of this place as well. So I will quickly glide back over there just to continue our little tour. And then moving along, we've got these other little houses. So we've got this one. There's nothing in these again. They're all empty, but they have got their little rooftop gardens or side gardens. This was the first one I built, which was what sort of made me love this aesthetic. It's like these are like little market stalls, because I'd seen like a historical TikTok that showed them off, and I just really loved the vibe. And then you get your little garden, and you can just about see the castle looming over you, which is a bit creepy, and also a little attic space that hasn't been complete. But I do, again, want to decorate all of these when I get the chance to. So if we actually fly up here, you can see the castle in all its glory. It's not done. So all of these are pencils, of course, and it might be quite hard to tell. Obviously I haven't finished the terraforming around yet because I want to get the castle done before I do any of that. But I actually think this might be one of my favourite builds ever. I think it's so fun. And all the roofs... Oh, it's a bit dark in here. All the roofs are to look like flowers, which is why they are different colours. You can't really tell, but like obviously this is the pattern that's on top, and that is what appears on the map. So they do look like little flowers, which is super fun. And then there's one more little tower, but this is the Keller Kingdom. This is a process. This has been a labour of love for sure. One of my favourite parts of the world though. I am gonna fly across to this part because it's easier than taking the train. So in here is Josh's house. We've got 2 bedrooms. His shulker full of stuff from when he joined the world. So he was on the world when it was a realm. Spacious 2-bedroom apartment type deal. Isn't that fun? So let us... Yeah, there's not really much else to see here. Although I'm hearing skeletons and I'm not sure where I'm hearing them from. But that is his house. Where is the skeleton though? So, flying over here, obviously we've got the beautiful grove. We've got nothing built up here. There is the little Halloween house, but that was in the last tour. We have built the train station on this side too. So we have now officially got all train stations. We haven't made any more, but there is another one to add, which is going to go to another area that I built. This one's a lot littler than the other ones. This one's got a little waiting area though. The other ones don't. And it's got like a cute little cafe pretend. Oops. So if we fly down here though, we can have a little walkthrough of the rest of here. So, I had to block this up because all the villagers like to try and go in there and get stuck, which isn't very fun. So we've got the bee bakery. If I go this way, we've got the info shop, the barn with the animals and the big potato farm. That's been here since the dawn of time itself. We've got a little 2-story house for, I think there's a fisherman and a cartographer. We've got a greenhouse. We've got the village inn. We've also got just miscellaneous other little houses around. Some are just using blocks that I haven't built with yet, or like this little cherry one. This one's cute. Not all of these have been decorated. Some of them have, some of them haven't. Pumpkin house, carrot farmhouse. And then we've got a little minecart track over here that's just cute. We've got a little, I think this is a blacksmith / mason's house. There's nothing in it, but that's the vibe I was going for. I was inspired by a Pinterest post for that one. The little matching Sophie Keller houses. And then little farms, little beehives, another little house, my horse, my cat. This is the other stone mason / weaponsmith's house. That's it. That's the one. And then over here we've also got our little library, but our librarian died. But the library is like this cute little library with a little reading nook that looks out over the forest. And then also a cute little basement space filled with books. And I don't know what's up here. Oh! Well, I forgot that was there. So that's the local library. Okay, so coming out of here, we obviously have my castle, the little one that was basically used for decoration. I definitely think I should finish this because it would be so much nicer if it was decorated. Maybe that's what I'll do at some point, but not right now. Not sure on this, you know. It's all just like been left. Like there's a literal archery tower like right here. And no one can use it. What's the point? So nothing else has really changed around here. There is the little Keller bedroom, which I will just pop over and show you, because it is probably the only new addition in the Woodland Mansion. I do really want to decorate it, but I'm so lazy. So that's this, and it's cute. It's got little flowers. Sorry guys, my neighbours' kids are at the door being noisy, so I'm gonna have to try and block them out as best I can. So this is the Keller bedroom. It's just Keller themed. It's got sunflowers, yellow and brown, and loads of lanterns because it's cute. Now leaving here, there's only really one main part of the world left, and that is if we fly on over this side, and that is the Village of Faith. So the Village of Faith is beautiful and I love it. It's one of my favorite like mini sort of projects. It's not huge, which is what I like about it. I do want to expand it because I think it would be really nice to actually have this as a functional village. But this is the mine that is pretending to be a geode. I think I did it well, but I don't know. We're probably gonna stop doing that. Put beds in all of these places and actually have this be functioning. This one's a little bit too little to do anything with, but I think we could definitely make like a really cute mini village. It's even got a bell, guys. Like, are you telling me that's not amazing? And then of course we've got the little tiny church, which is just really cute. I did follow a tutorial for this, but isn't it adorable? Like, you're telling me you wouldn't want to get married in the Village of Faith? Exactly. Exactly. And I just think that the purple glass just looks so beautiful. It really adds to the vibes. So this is inspired by the one and only Faithful Familiars. I will link all the Twitch channels to the people things are themed around below. But I have got a lot of other things left to build that I want to build that are inspired by people. Like, I want to build something Sophie themed. I'm thinking like a mystical fairy village that's all pink and blue. Because pink isn't my favorite colour. In fact, I don't love pink as a rule. But I think that a little pink and blue village would look really cute. And then we've also got this random little house that's still not finished, but it's got a cauldron with water apparently. I'm not really sure why I did this, and I need to stop doing that. But that is it. That is the completed world tour. Everything that you've seen today has either been here since the start or has only been really added in the last 12 months because I don't seem to build very much. You know, we've got our new train tracks. We have got the castle up on this hill that is new. But even then, there's not really much to say about it. It's just a little castle on the hill. There were paintings on these walls. But it's got like cute little barrels and things. And I think I really love how this world has come together. And I think that even though I find it really hard with burnout, and I find that it's difficult to enjoy building in the same world over and over and over again. Hi, Mr. Enderman. But I know that this has been such a long, drawn-out project and labour of love that giving up on it would be sad. But also, I just really want to actually try and make something that is like memorable, you know? I've always had this world pretty much my whole streaming career, and that's the reason why I stream, because of this world. So it would be a shame to not finish all the projects that I started. And the automatic lights have just come on. This is like my favourite part of this place, is the automatic lights that come on when it's daytime or nighttime. It's the little things, the little details. But that is everything. We have done it all. Thank you all everyone for hanging out. I hope you really enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed recording it. And I will see you all next time. Bye everyone!